So you open your dishwasher, and most of the time it's going to work great. You're going to take this out. All of the silverware is going to stay inside. But this happened to me. And I noticed I had a hole in my silverware basket. Let me show you how I repaired this so this will never happen again. As repairs go, this is a super easy fix once I figured out how to do it the simple way. You can always complicate problems, but what I found is if you look at it from the most basic level, the answer reveals itself, but not always quickly. So that's why I'm sharing this video with you so that you can benefit from my experience. We'll go to a top-down shot and I'll give you all the details on what you need to make this repair. What I'm going to do is provide you a strata of options. And what I mean by that is you can certainly do this repair with something as simple as a pen tube, some cable ties. You can use 6-inch. I happen to have a ton of these 8 inches, so that's what I'm going to use. The 8-inch has a little bit more advantage because when you go to snake it around the mesh, it just makes it easier. You're going to need a drill, and I used 7/64 drill bit, but if you have a drill bit slightly bigger than this, say 1/8, really doesn't matter. Any of those will work. Scissors can cut cable ties. This is a flush cutter, better than scissors. This is the Prima cable tie cutter. I got this because I use a whole bunch of these cable ties. It's so convenient. It makes it nice and flush, easy to go. It's 3/8 inch. You just want something that's going to be able to gap this hole right here. I just happen to have a lot of this tubing around, a little more rugged than the pen tube. Totally up to you. The first thing you're going to need to do is take the top off, lift and slide. Measure the distance that you need for the repair. You want it so you got a little bit of an overlap here and ideally here if you can. And a tight fit is desirable. And this happens to be 2 1/8 inch piece of tubing. In order to promote draining, or so that this thing doesn't get fouled up with a bunch of goo, I took a pair of pliers, took my drill bit, and just went through, drilled 2 drain holes. I've kind of got a worst case situation. The ones that broke out for some strange reason are on this end, this corner piece. So I have to actually drill holes in the side so I can run the cable ties through. I did something a little different here. I wanted to make it so the cable tie would pass through easily, and you can see that the section on that is flat and more rectangular than circular. Working the drill back and forth like that to expand the hole this way and make it more oblong or an ellipse. It's not perfect, but it's enough to get the cable tie through. The side of these clamps are so helpful, and then I'm just pushing it in to kind of keep it in place. Using my finger to channel it through and cinch them up. I like to have these on the bottom because it's so much easier to control the cut from here. I can use my fingers and tighten them up really good, and then boom, and that will cut it nice and flush. So these cable ties can be wicked sharp. Now for any of these other areas that aren't close to the wall like that, you wouldn't even have to drill, right? You could just say it was here, then you cut this off, and then you could run the cable ties from here to here. If it was here, then you just run it from there to there, and you do the same kind of procedure here. And that is locked in place. You could adjust the holes so they drain down, which is the ideal condition. Before I publish any of my repair videos, I want to make sure it works. This one's been in place for about a month now, is rock solid. It's working great. And if this ever happens to any of these other places, I know exactly what to do. And it'll take a couple of minutes to fix it, and it's going to be good to go. So we're back to the ideal condition again. Thumbs up and comments always appreciated. Thanks for watching. If you're interested in all sorts of home repairs, making and breaking things, designs of all kinds, I even do costumes, cosplay, and props. Check out my channel and please subscribe. Because you never know what you're gonna see.